light maintenance taxi, high-speed taxi. I replaced that nose gear shimmy as I told you. And I have my check ride in a couple weeks, so I just want to make sure that I'm all set and good. So seatbelts, please have them on. You know, even though we're not flying, it's one of those things where if we have to come to a hard stop, I don't want you being thrown forward. Air sickness bags, well, you won't need them, but in case you get sick on the ground, you got some right here. We don't have any fire extinguishers in here, so if there's a fire, then we have to get out of the plane as soon as possible. Exits, whenever this door is closed, you gotta lift up on this handle right here, push out, and I'll have this latch unlocked up here. I'm fine with talking, just especially if there's other planes in the area. I just want to keep the talking to a minimum so I can focus and pay attention to what they're saying.
I'm not going to really talk much.
And if you hear anything, see anything, just let me know, okay? Yep, you good?
Yep.
All right.
Joseph A. Hardy, Connellsville Airport.
Automatic weather observation. 1633 Zulu. Weather, wind 270 at 11. Gusts 20. Visibility 10. Ceiling 3,500. Broken 4,700. Broken 6,500. Broken. Temperature 28 Celsius. Dew point 20. Altimeter 3000. Density altitude 3000.
Alright. Call traffic, Tomahawk November 2456 Delta is taxiing from the T hangars to runway 23, Connellsville. Yeah, whenever I make my call outs,
Vector 8373 Charlie.
your mic gets cut out whenever I'm activating the mic, and along with my mic gets cut out whenever you're activating the mic. Alright, I'm gonna tune this in whenever we get to the runway.
Connellsville traffic, sky 75885, taking runway 23, Connellsville.
Oh, look at that little bug right there. His underbelly's really dirty. Talking?
A lot of them are.
I can't hear you. No, I cannot hear you.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Hold on a second. Just don't mess with it. Whenever we get up to the runway up here, I'll after I do my run up, I'll check it.
All right. I can hear myself now.
You're cutting in and out though. I don't understand it.
Runway 23, Connellsville.
All right, close the doors.
It's closed.
Closed? No, it wasn't.
Oh.
All right, let's lock this here. All right, so run up, brakes, fuel proper. Let's go at 100 RPM. All right, good drop on the left. Good drop on the right. Going back up. Temperature's good, pressure's good, fuel pressure's good, suction is good. Go 0.
Traffic, sky 75885, final runway 23, Connellsville.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to make my call until he gets down. Running, well, increase the RPM a little bit. Want to bring it down, bring the mixture down, it warms up the engine, and any kind of carbon, it will break up. We'll let the engine run a little bit smoother. So that's the reason for doing this on the ground, because with leaded fuel, the spark plugs get really gunked up because of it. If you run it too rich, too much. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. I don't know if it's the squelch or if it's your headset or what.
Doing a touch and go, or do you think they're landing?
No, you're not doing a touch and go. With this temperature, with this short of a runway, I wouldn't do a touch and go. He didn't do one last time. But here, continue talking. I want to see if I can fix it.
Okay. Now,
No.
no good?
No, 1 second. Let's see what this is. Collins traffic, Tom 156 Delta's taking off on the 23, left close traffic, Collins. Alright, what about now?
I can hear you just
Collinsville
fine.
traffic, 7585, clear runway 23, Collinsville.
Oh, alright, fuel pump is on. And we have a little bit of a right to left crosswind, so we're gonna have a little bit of a correction. We see a big 2-3 on the runway, that means we're on the right runway. Heels on the ground, and full throttle. The trim has already been set, so we're good. Alright. Oh, Dad, one thing I forgot to tell you. I lied.
Collinsville traffic, Skyhawk 75885, taxiing runway
Right!
23, Delta, Collinsville.
No way!
Holy cow! No way!
That's why I called off on Wednesday, and that's why it was so important that I used the call on Wednesday, because I had to get down here.
Oh my!
2 weeks ago was actually my original, check ride, but I had to cancel for weather, but I passed the ground portion.
Oh my gosh! That
All right.
back there, I wonder.
Alright, we are 500 feet above the ground. Carlos traffic, Tom 156 Delta is making a left crosswind for 2-3, Carlos. Yeah, you can see clouds like right here. There's really not much room to climb out of it
Right.
outside of the traffic pattern altitude, so. Carlos traffic, Tom 156 Delta is turning left downwind for 2-3, Carlos. So,
Now. Oh my gosh!
Collinsville traffic, 7585, taking runway 23, Collinsville.
alright, we are at traffic pattern altitude, so we can bring up the mixture a little bit, bring up the throttle, turn the fuel pump off for now. Alright, RP on, first notch of flaps, full mixture, fuel pump is on. Alrighty. I'll throttle a little bit more. That speedy meaty's right there, so that's where I like to usually use my turnaround point, well, my turn base point.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Carnival traffic, Tom 156 Delta is turning left base for 2-3, Carnival. I extend a little bit past it, but I'm okay with that. You'll lose a little bit more altitude. And Collinsville traffic, Tom 156 Delta is turning final for 2-3, Collinsville.
Indiana traffic, cap 3731, Cessna 182, 10 miles to the east. We'll cross over midfield to enter left down 129, Indiana. Collinsville traffic, 75885, left cross, runway 23, Collinsville.
Wait, a little bit high, but that's okay. This thing likes to drop, so it's bringing it to 65. This thing will drop like a rock. I'm not doing a slip with gusting winds like this.
Collinsville traffic, Sky 75885, left downwind, runway 23, Collinsville.
Just like that. Hit my mark. Nice and smooth. That's the shimmy that I'm talking about, because I never got it changed. Call traffic, Tomahawk 56 Delta is exiting 2-3, and we'll be taxiing back to the T hangar. Scuttles up. I lied about the scissor link, which it's actually a real product. I just didn't get it because, well, I'm not spending $700 on a part that doesn't need to be replaced immediately. So let's open up these doors, get some air in here. Whew, it's hot.
Wow. You did what I would have done to you. Boy, you sucked that in good.
Yeah, I was implanting a ruse for some time now.
Tunnel for traffic.
Alrighty.
Oh, you
Oh yeah, she was in out the entire time.
He told me like a month ago before he was getting it.
Did you videotape? Was your phone?
I videotaped you
Take it off? Great.
and a little bit of you in the air, but I don't have much to
Yeah, there wasn't really much to get in the air.
So I first want to start off by saying I apologize for the poor mic quality in comparison to a lot of others that you might see. I don't have any professional equipment. I'm just using my headset, built-in mic on my headset. It's all I got. It works good enough, so as of right now, that's what I'm going to use. With that out of the way, this was a really, really good day. My dad has been in the aviation field as a line serviceman for a good almost 20 years at this point. He's medically retired now. He doesn't do it anymore. But I started flight school back in March of 2020, and he's the one that mainly got me into it. I always wanted to surprise him with something like this, but I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. Then I saw a guy surprise his friend by taking him up flying for the first time. His friend didn't know much about it, and he didn't know his friend was a pilot, so it was able to work out really well. It was a good video. I'll link it up here. My dad, on the other hand, knows a lot about this because I've been talking to him about all my training. He knows the ins and outs because of his time on the airfield, so he's pretty well informed when it comes to most of this stuff. So I had to create a ruse to figure out how to deceive him into getting him in the plane without him suspecting anything. The front nose gear shimmy of this particular aircraft isn't the best. You've heard me mention it in many other videos of mine, and it's just a characteristic of this airplane. I told him I replaced it with an aftermarket part by Sterling Aviation Technologies. I'm going to do it at some point, just I haven't done it at this point, but I told him I did. It was just mainly an excuse to get him in the airplane. So whenever we do high-speed taxis like I told him we were going to do, he's not wondering, oh, why are we going on the runway? So I gave him an excuse in that manner. Also, when it comes to making my call-outs, he understands what all that means. So I had to figure out a way of making my call-outs and giving him all the rundowns and everything I needed to do as a pilot to give my passenger the safety briefings and all that without him suspecting much. So I pretty much just acted like, oh, we're not actually doing it, but if we were, this is what we would have to do. It gave him the safety in that manner. Also, when it came to my callouts, my plan was to act like his headset wasn't working properly. Throughout the video, you can see him talking, but it not coming through. In reality, his microphone wasn't close enough to his mouth, so that's why it wasn't picking up. I didn't tell him that at the time. I was like, oh, well, we'll figure it out whenever we get to the run-up area. We'll figure it out before we take off. Don't worry. That's when I used the excuse to pull the microphone out so he couldn't hear what I was saying, raise the RPM a little bit, make my call out so he didn't suspect a thing. It worked out really well. I'm really happy how it turned out. I had one chance to do this and I felt I did it pretty well. I had my temporary certificate behind the pilot seat, kind of dangling there, so it was an easy reach and grab so I can give to him. He didn't look at it. He tried calling my grandmother to video chat her to show her what was going on. His phone wouldn't connect, so he was just at that point taking videos, as you can see here. The camera wasn't in my way at all. I didn't really even notice it all that much, except for when I ever looked at him, so he was fine with that. I would have told him otherwise if it was an issue. So afterwards, I took my sister up flying. She was in on it the entire time. I've been telling her the plan ever since I had the idea to do this. And her boyfriend came down along. He seemed interested, so I took him up for a flight because, why not? I was going to fly a little bit more afterwards, but the clouds started moving in and the winds started to pick up in a way that I didn't feel comfortable taking anybody up. So I decided to call it a day. It was a fun day. It was a very fun, once-in-a-lifetime experience, and his reactions were priceless. So I have a couple more videos that's going to be coming up here soon. I did a flight with one of my friends about a week after this, where I lost my panel lights flying. It technically wasn't at night. It was about 30 to 45 minutes after sunset, so about 15 minutes before the night portion, but dark enough to where no panel lights were a problem. I'll be posting a video on that here soon, and I should have a couple more videos coming up about annual costs, some stuff like that. So keep an eye out, and until next time, this is the Recreational Pilot. Thank you for tuning in.